and we were discussing it amongst the board.
Yeah.
And Jim was making the presentation, and we saw a picture of the proposed climbing tower. The board was like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," and we're going to endow 100 scholarships forever. Everybody's eyes got this big. And go, really, it really excited us because having something endure and last for a long time really sold it like that.
I've told this before. I don't know if it's an interesting story for anybody else besides me, but Dwight, who Dan knows also very well, a board member here, who I've considered a mentor of my life, and I just a ton of respect. It was Dwight's idea. I went to him, and when I was tasked by the board to find somewhere to give money to in Detroit, a significant amount, it's a daunting task to give away money like that. And so I said, ask somebody who knows how to do it. And as Dan knows, Dwight's an incredibly successful and philanthropic guy. I took him out to lunch. I said, teach me how to give away money. And I was thinking he's going to teach me how to pick an organization, that you do it the right way and safe, that you don't get burned by reputation or future endeavors they may get involved in. But it was just the opposite. He opened my eyes in his idea to build a tower. But he said the tower is the easy part. Leave a legacy forever.
Yeah.
And so for Delta pilots, the endowment, the $100,000, will grow, and forever, long after all of us are here and gone, we'll be helping kids and making a difference in kids' lives. And that was huge, and that was the lesson that Dwight gave me, that I can't thank him enough for being able to.
Well, the interesting thing about Dwight Vincent too is he was a camper when he was a kid. He got a scholarship when he was very young and his family couldn't afford, and it changed his life. He ended up at the University of Michigan, went through law school, had a distinguished law career, and very successful. So it's amazing what camp can do.
It is. Dwight's story, Dan Unger's story this morning, there are hundreds of stories like that. That's why camp is so cool.
Camp changes lives.
Changes
amazing.
lives. Yep.
Yeah. Cool. One at a time.
I had a blast coming out on the bus this morning. Because
did you sing songs?
Was it Matt? I think Matt is his name.
Yeah.
He's got these kids, and they are just having a ball, laughing. They're just having a great time. And I don't get exposed to that hardly ever. But
Chuck doesn't have any kids.
Don't have any children, so I didn't experience that. But watching these kids and just having a ball, singing songs, and it was neat.
Chuck, you now have 100 kids every year. You just don't have to put them through college. Yeah, it's fun to watch counselors do their thing. You know, it takes a special type of kid to be a counselor.
Yeah.
They just connect with kids like no one else does, and they know how to do it.
Yep.
And you're right, they got them rocking and rolling and singing and swinging, even on a bus.
He was telling me about, I guess you do a camp for kids that have had transplants.
Yes, that's right, organ transplant.
And it really is special because you see these kids, everything looks normal to them, and you take them down to the lake and they pull off their shirt and they've got huge scars from where they've had their transplants.
Yeah. That's a camp we do with University of Michigan, and we've been doing it with the Mott's Children's Hospital for probably 10 years now. And these kids wouldn't have an opportunity to come to camp, except they can come with their nurses and others who can make sure their health care is taken care of and they're safe. And then we give them, you wouldn't believe it, but they're up there too.
Well, not mixed charities or mixed work that I do, so it won't be your video. But at Christmas time, another charity work, Pilots for Kids.